Good morning, everyone. My name is Carolyn Hart Bennett, and today I'm going to sing you a song from my musical Seven Sisters, The Voyage. This song takes place about 2 weeks after the ship, the Amazon immigration ship, leaves London docks and is on its way to New York City. But they've been out on the ocean for about 2 weeks. But during that time, they've all been seasick. Some are seasick a week, some 10 days, some 2 weeks. But anyway, they've all been down below deck in the berthing area, the berths. That's where they sleep. And they've all been sick, and the children have been crying. They've all been retching. It just doesn't smell really good down there. So the president of the company tells them all to bring their mattresses and their bedding and drag it up to the top deck and see if the fresh ocean air won't revive them completely, and that they can get strength enough and the will to go downstairs and clean up the mess that's down there, and clean themselves too, because they all need a bath, and all their clothes need washing, and their children need washing. So anyway, that's what this song is about. It's called Rub-a-Dub-Dub, and the company president starts off trying to get them enthused about it, and he and his counselors are singing to them about what they need to do. So here it is. Our Methodist friend John Wesley gave a sermon in his day. He preached some things about cleanliness and how it compares to godliness. If that's not enough to convince you, let's see what the scriptures say. What does Exodus disclose? Let them wash their clothes. What do we from Isaiah glean? Wash you, make you clean. What does the Book of Mormon stress? Strip yourselves of uncleanliness. What one thing did Moses laud? No unclean thing can dwell with God. There's no place like home, sweet home. It's a phrase that's reverential. Let's make this ship our home, sweet home, and treat it like a temple. Everybody sings. Hop to it, let's get started. We have a job to do. Many hands will make light work. Roll up your sleeves and never shirk. A ship-shaped ship is a healthy ship, so let's all go to work. Let's launder all this laundry, our decks and ourselves, please. We've lots of soap and water. We just need some elbow grease. What's the matter, Caroline? Having many maids and chore girls, this issue never rose. I do not have the slightest clue how to wash my dirty clothes. Let me teach you. First you drench it, then you soap it, then you suds it in between. Then you scrub it, then you swish it, then you rinse it clean, clean, clean. Then you fold it, then you wring it tightly, tightly like you mean it. Then you flip it, then you snap it, then you hang up everything. So that's how clothes get clean. When I used to get a spot on my frock, I'd just hang it in my closet, and the next morning when I got up, it was magically clean. I always wondered how that happened. Rub-a-dub-dub, 3 babes in the tub. Grab some soap, give each one a scrub from head to toe. Let the bubbles flow. Soap in your eyes, what a cruel surprise. Rinse them off and dry them well. Then enjoy their nice, clean smell. Then the missionaries say. Next comes the challenge to clean the decks, to scrape and scrub and disinfect with lime powder sprinkled after it's been mopped, so sickness can flourish and will be stopped. Then everybody sings. We had a job to do, and it was simply this. We cleaned up everything, no single thing was missed. Ourselves, our clothes, our bedding, and the decks were scraped and swirled. We made it pure, immaculate, and exported from the world. We after that, the saints all go downstairs to eat their supper. And the sailors are working on the top deck, but they can't get around because there's so many clothes all over the place. And so one of them says, "It looks like it's been snowing clothes around here. I've never seen such a washing bunch of immigrants." And Titus, who's kind of the villain in this whole play, "You know, I might not be astonished if some of this wash finds its way into the ocean. We get some pretty stiff breezes sometimes." And so the sailors all laugh at that. And then as the sailors are moving around the deck, if they come across something, they just toss it over the side. And the saints have even strung lines across different places to hang the diapers and the nappies. That's what they call them in England. And so he, cuts a string here and cuts a string there. And Eleanor comes up from below. She has one more pan of wet clothing that she needs to hang up. As she comes up, she sees that Titus is cutting the clothesline and that he tosses a quilt over the side. She rushes up to him and she says, "Sir, I believe President Bramwell has made arrangements with the captain for washing to be done 2 times a week and the clothes to be hung up on deck. With the recent ship-wide sicknesses, our clothes and bedding have been saturated with vomit, and we have dozens of infants in napkins. If we don't keep the passengers and their surroundings clean, there will be disease and sickness you can't even imagine. It will claim many lives, and that includes the crew. Now, please instruct your mates that they are not to throw our wash into the ocean, or I'll go straight to the captain." So Titus walks up to her, and he just kind of looks down at her, because he's about 6'4". He says, "You Mormons need to tend to your washing a little closer. These clothes have been dry for over an hour. They need to be taken down and out of our way. We have a ship to sail." And Eleanor realizes, oh, well, I guess I kind of goofed up. And so then she runs downstairs and she says, "Well, I'll take care of it, but nothing else better go into the ocean." And so she runs downstairs, and just a second here. Here we go. And they all of these women come up from the bottom of the stairs, and they pick up all the laundry and the clothes and everything, and they gather them all together, and they all make it back down into the hatchway down below, right there by the end. So that's the end of that particular scene. Anyway, hope you liked it. Over and out.